Hey guys, Chicken Nugget Productions here, back with another video. Today looking at Power Miner set number 6, the Crystal Sweeper. This set number was 8961. It contained 474 pieces, 4 minifigures, and retailed for $70 US. A pretty cool set by any means. Let's take a look at it, but first a closer look at the figures. Moving left to right, taking a look at the figures, we can first see we have a red rock monster under the name of Meltrox, a blue rock monster under the name of Glaciator, and the two Power Miners, the first one on the left being Brains, and on the right we have Rex. Now these are both two pretty cool figures. They fit very well with the set. This is one of the only sets to come with two rock monsters, which is cool, and it's also additionally one of the only sets for the rock monsters to have an actual weapon that they can use against the Power Miners. As you can see, the rock monsters are just red and blue with the standard opening and closing mouth that you can take one of the very generous amount of crystals that come in the set and simply pop it in there. And you can just dump it out, place it in his hand, and the same goes for the blue one. Now, two pretty good figures along with Power Miners, and the Power Miners come with numerous accessories including their vehicle. Brains, for one, has this computer with a custom printed sticker for the set. You can see he has some sort of mining or layer chart that would represent underground area where the Power Miners are. You can see it's the standard Lego computer, a very cool piece, one of my favorite pieces actually. And you see it every now and then in a couple sets. But it is not the most common piece in the world, so it's pretty cool to get one of those. Over here we have Duke, and he has many accessories, and we'll go over those real quick. As you can see, he's got quite a few different things he can use, including a shovel, a spear gun, dynamite, which actually includes two pieces of this in the set, and a dirt bike, which I will show you the mount on which it lays later when we look at the actual set. But to use this, you just slide him over and twist his hands to the right position and clip them on to the handlebars. And this works really well. They've been using this type of bike piece for a while. I don't know how relatively new it was when it came out, but it still looks very good and fits the theme of the set well with its orange external piece that would just pop onto the bike right there, as you can see on that little clip. As for the way of other accessories, he also has a banana, which goes in a crate on the actual vehicle, and a crate full of small gems, which we'll dump out to take a look at, along with the rest of the crystals that come in the set, because there are quite a few. You can see here both the crystals and the rock monsters, along with the rock monster's weapon to use against the Power Miners, which is a very nice little catapult, but we'll take a closer look at that in a second. To start off, we have quite a generous selection of crystals, even more if you take the ones that are located on the catapult off. We have 3 blue crystals, 3 red crystals, 2 of these orange crystals, which were slightly rare. That being said, the orange rock monster was the rarest rock monster. And we have these little gem pieces, which are very nice. These have been around forever. Just the smaller gem piece LEGO usually uses. Nothing really new there, but nice colors nonetheless. This is the crate that you put them in when you put them on the Crystal Sweeper. Take a look at this catapult. We'll just swing it around here. The rock monster's back. And kind of place them inside, like so. And just move their arms up a little bit. And we'll launch them towards my back panel. You can see you just take your finger and point your finger right here, and you put it on top of this little axle piece that comes out. Just chuck them. It's probably better if you do hold on to this back end, because it can tend to flip over. That's probably why it's so long right here. You just take your other pointer finger and you see they fly away pretty well. Nice little action feature for the rock monsters. It's cool to see them get their own little thing that they can use. I really do like that. But yes, very nice little catapult for them to use. Moving on to the main deal of this entire set, the Crystal Sweeper. Here it is, in all its glory, the Crystal Sweeper. One of the most intricate and detailed, coolest LEGO Power Miner sets there is. This one tops the chart at my personal favorite LEGO set. Probably of all time, as of now. I have not seen anything that beats just this set. We'll take a 360 view at it, seeing all the different stickers and aesthetic detail along the sides. And then we'll take a closer look at the main action features you can see in this one, this giant scoop, after we look at some of the other stuff. So, starting from this side, you can see we have some nice sticker detailing, very weathered stickering, just again some of this hazard lining with some mud splatter or dust splatter. And then we have a 6 up here, represent that this is number 6 in the series. Moving around, you can see we have a fuel port with a flammable warning on this side. Just tilt that so you can get a better look. Over here we have more sticker paneling, just some corrugated metal, and on this we have a nice little drill extension, a mobile drill extension that somebody can get in there. We'll take Rex for example, just sit him down. Oh, the legs are coming off. These figures were extremely played with when I was finally able to get the set, so there are a few flaws with them, but they're, for the most part, very fine. Anyway, you just sit him in there like that. We'll move Brains out of the way so it doesn't get knocked off. And just close up the little roll cage. And you can just swing this around, spin the drill. Got a nice little chain here. Pretty posable. If you really want to, you could bring it all the way around like this for better storage or something like that. But for normal purposes, you can imagine that this just goes to the drill goes to drill the wall of a cave and just knocks the crystals off. They can spin around, pick them up, and keep moving on. But yeah, very nice little feature here. Just keep it like that. Moving around to the back, we can see this giant bucket. And I think this is the only time you see it in orange. Very cool, large feature. I really like this. It's just fits the set so well, and it can act as a tipper as well. If you move up this little lock, you can actually kind of pick it up and just dump out all the crystals you've picked up out to wherever you need them to be, and then just kind of relock it into place. Then you can keep turning to see the dirt bike and these little containers. They go side by side. I'll have to turn that a little bit for you to see better. Right here and here, this one contains the gems and this one contains the ever important banana. 10 out of 10. Best accessory in the set is the banana. You can see a ladder right here, which you can think of as, if you put it out at the right angle, a ramp for this bike to get down, or just another way for the minifigures to actually get up into the set and just kind of climb over the bike, get into the cab, which we'll take a look at in a second. But yeah, the bike just locks on when you put this up. Has this clip right here, works a little bit better if we turn it around, kind of clips into here and locks under that. Moving around, we can see clips for some of the accessories we looked at earlier. Starting off with the shovel, spear gun, and back here, the clip for the second piece of TNT. There are two that come with the set. Just putting that on. Now you can see that you have these giant engine pieces to the sides, or intakes, or something like that. They're pretty big. They got lots of little gaskets coming out of them, pipes. You can see something that looks a little bit like an air intake to cool it down. Okay, pardon me knocking off these little tap pieces. They're very fragilely put on there. But yeah, just again another sticker that says bike right here, and there's 6. this piece, more hazard stickering, and that's pretty much it for the outside of it. Other than, as you can see up here, these large spotlights, which are a pretty common theme for a lot of the larger sets. Looking at the inside, we can simply take this top piece off. Here's a better look at that. Has a bunch of lighting right here, large 6, and then a metal panel piece in the back. Pretty good stickers, look really good. And again, I don't mind stickers in my Power Miner sets. They do, for me at least, add a lot to them. We can take a look at the interior of the cab, moving my light down so we can see it. You can see that we have a wheel in here, fairly large wheel, 2 joysticks, and just enough room for brains and another minifigure to kind of stand in there if you would like to, or whoever actually you want to put in there actually. It's really just up to you. But yeah, that's the main part of the Crystal Sweeper. And now to look at possibly the best part of this set, the action feature, and what makes it so appealing. Anyways, we can just turn it like this, take brains, and his computer, bring his arms up, throw him in there. It is a bit of a tight fit, as you can see. He has to stand in there just right for this to work. It's probably better to stand him in the middle, where he does have a little head space in the back for the bulk of his helmet to kind of tuck into, so yeah, that'll be fine. It does take a bit of work and my fingers are a little big, but you get the idea. He can kind of just stand in there and do his thing. Anyway, moving the bin yet again, back to where it goes, we can now look at the main action feature of this set, which involves taking these crystals and scooping them into the bin. Now it takes a little bit of speed to do this, so I'm going to back up the Crystal Sweeper a little bit. But if you watch, you can see some of them flew, but a lot of them went straight into the barrel or bucket in the back. Lining up the crystals that didn't make it in, just take those. Probably space them out a little more, that would probably help. It works fairly well on carpeted surfaces, and this is a hard surface that I'm working on, so that does change it a little bit. See, there's another one. Oh, that just shot that one off, but that's okay. We can just bring it back, reset, and do it again. And you can hear that little click. That is the crystal being dropped back into the barrel back here, and we'll look at that in just a second. Sometimes they will kind of bounce underneath there, but it works fairly well. Now, lifting up this lock piece, you can see that pretty much all the crystals got dropped in there, which is super cool. This is a very cool feature. And it works really well. You could fit in probably every single crystal that comes with the Power Miner set in that barrel. And it does pick up other bricks fairly well. Nothing really prohibiting it. It just has to probably be smaller than a 1x4, and you can probably get it to scoop it in there pretty easily. Other than that, it's a very nice set. Now, I do have a few criticisms, even with this being my favorite set in all of the Power Miner series. The main criticism being, it falls apart fairly easily. A bulk of the set is dedicated to making sure this mechanism, powered by this wheel right here, works. And this gear chain spins this. But you sacrifice a lot of integrity. As you can see right here, there's just one crossbeam holding these entire two sides together. And you can get some bowing, especially if you were to push down from the top right here. And sometimes if you were to grab it from the top and try and push, for say right here, the entire interior top of this can shatter, and that can be a bit of a pain to put back together. These pieces sometimes knock off, but that's to be understood. That happens. They're small pieces, not fastened by anything on the top, so can't really complain right there. But yeah, not a lot of good places to hold this set. Like if I was younger, I would want to grab it from up here or at the top like this. Don't do that. That can really easily break your set. In the back, this place right here, these two lights, this is the best place I have found to grab your set and push it forward. Works really well for me, and I haven't had it explode on me since I've started doing that. Another criticism, these forward flaps are kind of delicate. They are just held on there by these pieces right here, which is just a 2x2 connection point. That's probably just me nitpicking at this point though, because it is overall not perfectly, but a pretty good balance between aesthetic, functionality, and durability. Anyways, thanks for taking a look at this set with me. It's, like I said, one of my favorites. And anyways, that's about all for now. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.